Welcome back, all you beautiful members and patrons, to a members exclusive episode here on Mr. Sean Productions. I know I haven't made a lot of these in a while, but I am going to start doing that more. I'll be honest, my desire to keep up with the channel has gone way down in the past couple of months, and I've talked about it on the channel. You know, we are losing. We still have yet to go into the positives on subscribers gained since June. You know, June we lost a ton, July we lost more. We've gained one here and there, but overall we're still in the negatives on new followers. You know, we were at 1170 some going into June, and now we're down to 1160 some. You know, not a huge thing, but a step in the wrong direction. And with the videos getting progressively less views, like we're struggling to break 100 now, it just hasn't been, you know, while yes, there is that drive to figure out how to get people back, how to get people watching, it's just not going well, and I'm struggling with that. I'll be perfectly honest. It's, you know, when last October, when we finally hit that 1,000 subscribers, I was elated. I was excited. I could not wait to make more videos. In fact, to the point where my wife accused me of just wanting to only make videos and ignore being a husband and a fur dad. A couple fights happened with that, but you know, this is the opposite. There is no elation. There is just, okay, I promised I would keep this thing going full force until the end of the year, and if we haven't reached our goals, then, you know, then I'd reevaluate. And I want to stick to that, even though I've, you know, dropped back down to only promising 2 videos a week. It just, again, the amount of hours that goes into this just isn't bringing in the numbers to justify that. Not when I can, you know, spend a few hours painting up some miniatures and then immediately, you know, sell those. It's funny. It's just, you know, it's what's the best use of my time. And yeah, when this channel is doing well, I really enjoy making the videos, but when they're not doing well, it just feels like I'm just listening to myself talk. And as much as I love the sound of my own voice, that's not really a great use of my time. And, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I come across these new creators who've been doing it either less time than I have, or sometimes even, it's, you know, about the same, sometimes less. I don't know. I don't know how I phrase that. That was weird. But people that have been doing YouTube either the same amount of time as me or even less time, and they're already at, like, you know, oh, we got 20,000 followers. We want to hit 50 by the end of the year. And I'm just like, man, like, I'm not jealous, but I am envious. Like, I'm happy for them for their success, but I am envious, as I too want that level of success. And I don't know. I know there's some talk that some of these people that grow so fast do so because they they pay for the subscribers. You know, they pay bot farmers elsewhere to subscribe, and, you know, action begets action. And, they have money, they have funding from another source, whether that be their family, they're independently wealthy, what have you. And they can do these things, and I can't. But, you know, there's the other idea now. I was looking, one of my coworkers, he follows, I don't remember the name, a big sports commentator, and the guy has millions of followers, and yet even his videos only get a couple thousand views and maybe a couple hundred likes. And it's like, well, if that guy's only getting that much, and he's, you know, famous with millions of subscribers, you know, what chance is there for a guy like me? I've got less than 2,000. My videos get usually less than 10 likes. I mean, I think a high for us is 12. And, you know, I put stuff out there. I'll post on the forums. I'll post on social media. Go, hey guys, come watch this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Help me get the algorithm going. Help me get the reach out. It doesn't really do much. A couple people will, sure, but most people, and I'm guilty of this too. You know, I'll watch a video and they go, hey, like, comment, subscribe, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I don't have any reason not to. I just don't click that button, and that's the problem. But at the same time, if I was getting the views, if people were at least watching, I think that would do enough. But again, it's, you know, I'm currently struggling with my videos to get 100 views or more. I mean, even you know, I've had one that actually took off, oddly enough. I thought, oh, it was neckbeard content. I thought, okay, I guess people want neckbeard stuff again. But it was a flash in the pan. It did not, lightning could not strike twice, but it has been sitting at like 989 or something like that views. And I've even had it listed at the end of videos, just for my own edification to get its view count up to 1,000, and it's been months and just nobody's clicking on it, and that's ultimately the problem I'm having. And I don't really know why that is. I don't know why it dried up. I don't know what changed, and I'm definitely struggling with that. It also doesn't help that I've been, burning the candle at both ends. Work has been very difficult lately. It's not necessarily bad difficult, but we've had staffing issues, all while I am desperately trying to, work with my company to create a new position where I would be much happier and honestly doing a lot more to increase the profitability of the company. I mean, it's kind of a hybrid, like office management and media creation position that does not exist in the company currently, and I am working with leadership to build it, but it is slow going, especially due to the fact that my current role in customer service, which was my foot in the door in the company, is 100%. It was my foot in the door. I do not enjoy customer service. I don't think most sane people enjoy answering phones and emails and things like that. I don't. And as such, it's been really hard to keep it staffed. I've been there for a little over a year and a half, and I'm the only person besides my supervisor who started a month before I did. We're the only two left, and we have had, we've had two people. We've had one person quit. Actually, we've had like 3 people quit and 2 people be fired. And we have started, kind of a overseas call center. So I don't have to answer phones anymore, but I'm still constantly answering emails from people who, I work in HOA management. And I had always used to think, back in my Republican days, I had thought, maybe we should go back to just only letting landowners vote. They're the people that have proved they can own a house, they can own land, they can maintain it. Maybe these are the people smart enough to be making, casting votes in this country. And I 100% rescind that mentality after dealing with homeowners. Homeowners are some of the dumbest people I've ever met. And I mean, not to say that if you're a homeowner that you're dumb, but I don't know, basic stuff seems, if you're in an HOA, it seems like basic things are way too hard for you. Some of these people don't even realize they're in an HOA, and that's really weird to me. But I mean, people are just kind of, look at how people drive. People in general are stupid. I don't think whether or not you own a home has anything to do with it, but I don't think any of us should be voting, honestly. It's, we're all kind of dumb. Where was I going with this? Oh, right. So, I've been working really hard to keep the department above water so that when the opportunity to move into this position comes along, it's ready to be handed off. And all at the same time, I'm really trying hard not to become, too valuable to promote, because I've been in that situation many a time in the past where I try to move to bigger and better things. And they're like, well, we really just can't. We don't have anybody who can do the entry-level job you're doing as good as you can. And it's like, that speaks more to the problem with who you're getting for the job than it does to my ability to do it. Entry-level is just that, entry-level. People work really hard at it so they can move up. Nobody works really hard so that they can stay in an entry-level job. Honestly, if you want to stay in entry-level, you just do the bare minimum. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really tired all the time, to the point where I haven't been painting minis all that much lately. I've come home and I've, we eat, I play some video games, we go to bed, and some might look at this and go, well, maybe you're depressed. And it's like, I'm not depressed. I'm just tired. Like, I just don't have the energy for it. It's not about, am I a little glum that the channel's not going great? Am I a little glum that my work isn't quite progressing the way I want it to, at the speed I want it to? Sure. These are normal human disappointments. Nothing really wrong about that. But, it is what it is. People hate when I say that. But again, ultimately, the world is how it is, not how we'd like it to be. And we move forward, we move along, we figure it out, we keep pushing. And that is it is what it is. It's not, hey, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like, look, if you want things to change, you got to be the change, or it is what it is. You know, if the world is not how you'd like it to be, then you need to make it how you would like it to be. And that's what I'm working towards. I just wish the efforts I was putting into this channel were showing a bit more of a payoff. I've mentioned on the channel before that YouTube won't pay out anything until you reach $100, and we're now at the time of recording this, it is the 8th day of the 8th month of the year, and I'm still sitting at, for the year, 200 and I'm sorry, not 200, why did I say 200? I'm sitting at 75, under 75 actually, dollars. Where did I get the number 200 from? That's really weird. But no, yeah, I have yet to break $100 in ad revenue, and there's only really a quarter of the year left, and so I'm really hoping that in the next, it's like I'm essentially getting like $25 a quarter, I guess, that I can't use. So here's hoping that, you know, by the end of this year, I break 100 and can actually access the money. I think ultimately, even if I were to walk away from the channel entirely, I would at least hold on until I get at least that payout, which, you know, little crappy that, you know, any other service will pay you out monthly as long as you have like $1, but, you know, YouTube won't. I know I probably shouldn't be saying that on the channel, disparaging the algorithm police. Some people call it Susan. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm trying, guys. If you have ideas, if you have comments, critiques, whatever, I'd love to hear them. You know, please respond. Please let me know what's going on, how I can make this channel better. What kind of content do you think will get the views? And please don't suggest that I collab with other YouTubers. I don't know any YouTubers. I really don't want to reach out and go, hey, you know, we should do a collab. Person I've never met. I have a tiny following. You have a much bigger following. Of course, you should give me some of your clout. That just seems weird. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not, you know, I want to make this on my own metal. I don't want to piggyback off the success of others. Either it's going to happen or it's not. But what I've noticed is most people who blow up on YouTube usually have not been doing it for years before it happens. So I kind of think that this channel is closer to the end than we are to the beginning. And it is what it is. This will go out to you guys first, and then a week later it will be made available to the rest of YouTube. But again, these member exclusive videos, these ones that are just me talking, they're not going to stay member exclusives because what's the point? There will be ones that are fully member exclusive. Those will be like special content. I'm just kind of figuring out what those are going to be because quite frankly, I don't know. But you know, these ones that are just me rambling for 15 to 20 minutes, you'll be able to listen first, and then a week later it's going to go out to everybody. So again, I thank you so much for your continued support. I actually see both my mom and my sister are now members of the $1 tier, so thank you guys. It means a lot. But you know, until next time, guys, I'm Mr. Sean. This is Mr. Sean Productions, and I definitely want to ask that you alpha a great day and an even beta tomorrow. And please share the videos with people, like, comment. You've already subscribed, but you know, just please help me, and if you can, go through a few videos. Just keep them playing in the background, but just click like, make a comment, just say hey, just say hi. You know, action begets action, and I would really encourage you, if you're enjoying these videos, to just, when you watch them, make sure you've clicked that like button and leave a single comment, even if it's just good video, hi, how are you, things like that. You know, I absolutely appreciate it. So take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.